they?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So off we go then. Rice. Ødegaard. Zubimendi. Saka. Great defending, strong and determined. And they can counter here. Tavernier. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Ødegaard. Saliba. Zubimendi. Martinelli, spread out to the left. Martinelli. Chance! And they've got rid. It's their first effort on goal.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Senesi. Truffert. Adams. Smith is onto it in a flash. Saliba. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Saliba. Moved on forwards. Senesi gets over and intercepts. And it's Tavernier. Ødegaard does really well to win the ball there. Saliba. Rice. Saliba. Forwards and with intent. Out to the left it goes. Well timed, excellent interception. Rice. Ødegaard. Zubimendi. Kluivert was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Christie. Truffert. Ødegaard. Martinelli. What a throw in. Tavernier. And it's Christie. Adams. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Christie. Christie. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Evan-Nielsen, oh, good spread. Martinelli. Can he spark a counter here? And it's played forward. And it's Tavernier. Tavernier, played out towards the right wing. Gets it away. Out for a throw. Smith. So who's he picking out? Saka goes steaming forward. Ødegaard. Christie. And the counter is on. Truffert. And it's Tavernier. Kluivert. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Christie! He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ødegaard. Oh, expected better, and so did he. And here's Tavernier. Timber does well to get it back. Tavernier really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Tavernier has given away a free kick. It's been a pretty frantic start, a lot of front foot pressing. And it's Ødegaard. Tavernier. Rice wins the duel this time.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Rice. Saka.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tries a measured ball. Rice. Showing good feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's having a shot! A chance to play it in. And it's Rice. And here's Martinelli! Zubimendi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Saka. Tries to cross. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Smith. Scott. Smith. Scott. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Could be danger here. Keeper's got good distance on that. Decent interception. His positioning was spot on. Christie. Trufair. And he's picked it up out wide. Saka. Saliba shifted upfield. Calafiori. Aim forwards. Martinelli. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Rice. Played into space out wide, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Evan Nielsen. That is lovely. Plenty waiting in the middle. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking to break at pace. Timber looking to get on the end of this. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Adams. And it's Kluivert. Played out to the right. Smith. Rice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Scott. That's really well manoeuvred. Smith played into space. Calafiori. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Martinelli. Oh, sweet feet. Martinelli. And a chance! Time to deliver. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Tavernier. Trufair. Over to the left. That's very neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Calafiori, gently done. Rice, that's an imaginative pass. Smith. Scott. Moved on forwards. He is through here. Defending was strong and firm. Calafiori. Looks to the other side. Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. Saka goes for a shot! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Kluivert looking to run onto it. Smith is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's tidy. The ball goes in. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Saka, he has found the way through. Now who's going to be first to this? Adams does really well to win the ball there. And it's played forward. Senesi forwards and with intent. Now it's Evan Nielsen. He can run onto that. He's in here! He's got away. There are a few waiting for it. Christie. Ødegaard shifted upfield. Saka aimed forwards. He's through, now is he in? Out to the right. And he's making progress on the ball. And it's a corner. They've played it short. Played into the middle. Only partially clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Senesi. Senesi shifted upfield. Plays it through. Climbs up big! And it's Rice. Zubimendi. Almost half an hour in now. Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Zubimendi forwards and with intent. Rice. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Smith, gently done. Scott. Smith. Now it's Kluivert. Looking for a decent ball in. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Danger averted for now. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. And it's Smith. It's run loose here. Great defending, strong and determined. Smith. Saliba. Zubimendi. And it's played forward. Saka. Saka played out to the left flank. Smith attempts a clearance. Ødegaard. Evan Nielsen, Ødegaard is fouled. He's gone for it! Tries to get it clear. Calafiori, and that's aimed into the middle. Scott. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Senesi. Christie. Truffert. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Kluivert providing an outlet on that flank. Defending of the desperate variety. Gabriel, Ødegaard, Gabriel, Ødegaard, Saka looking to add to his goal. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Senesi, Smith, Adams. Spread out to the left. That had too much on it. Saka. Rice. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Saliba. Rice. Subimendi. Ødegaard. Gabriel, gently done. Petrovic sends that a long way. Clearly not happy with that. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Now it's Martinelli. Saka. Plenty to aim at here. Can he finish? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Adams gets it clear. They get a throw in. It's out of play for a goal kick. Saka. Timber. Saka. Timber. So much time and space here. There's the shot! Arsenal are totally dominant. In he goes again! Truffert gets good distance on it. Oh, they could break here. Clipped into space. Christie. Oh, that's neat. Cross goes in there. And back out it comes. Rice. Subimendi. Saka. Now he's off and running. Ødegaard. Half-time getting close now. Odegaard. Footing. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And he's heaved it away. And that's a throw. And it's Odegaard. And here's Saka. Can he deliver? Chance here to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Subimendi. Calafiori, aim forwards. Martinelli! Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Scott. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Adams. Senesi. Truffert. Senesi. Senesi forwards and with intent. And it's played forward. Timber, who does have an assist to his name. That's really well manoeuvred. Clears it away. Eva Nielsen. So what can they make of this? Christie, gently done. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Odegaard. And here's Eva Nielsen. Rice. Out to the left it goes. The less said about that pass, the better. Scott. And it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Arsenal go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Scott. It'll be a throw-in. And they win it back again. Throw-in. Now it's Rice. Plenty waiting in the middle. And here's Martinelli. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kluivert shifted upfield. And here's the chance to counter. Truffert. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Truffert. Senesi. That has been cut short. Ødegaard. Saka looking to get on the end of this. Eva Nielsen. Senesi. Christie. And it's Kluivert. Great defending, strong and determined. He's through here. Martinelli has it in a wide position. And the shot! Scott getting this one clear. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Zubimendi. Rice. Zubimendi. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Timber. Saka. Time to deliver. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Saka, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Martinelli. Calafiori. Martinelli. Rice. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's Kluivert. Ambitious ball here. Saliba tries to clear. There are a few waiting for it. Smith. Hangs one in. Up he goes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. Serves up across. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Scott. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And he's there to get it away. Christie. And here's Eva Nielsen. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Christie! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets. And the second half is off to a flyer. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Spread out to the left. Adley absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Too long and over the line. Saka. Saliba. Rice. Martinelli. Saka. And here's Saka. Oh, nice touch. Tavernier.
Saka, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Ball driven towards the far post. That's a throw. And it's played in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Rice is the guilty party there. Save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought the starting position was good and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Adley. Raya claims it, and the danger passes. Calafiori. Rice. Ødegaard. Gabriel, aim forwards. Martinelli. Scott does really well to win the ball there. Adams, oh, good spread. And back to the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Ødegaard. And here's Martinelli. And he's managed... Martinelli! Well, that is rather wayward.
Martinelli, he'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Scott. That's really well manoeuvred. So we've reached the hour mark. Arsenal suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
Ødegaard.
That's really good energy being shown by some of those forwards out there, keeping that defence honest.
Yeah, it's happening now.
One stray pass, that might be all they need here.
And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
What a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Adams. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Eva Nielsen. And here's Tavernier. Played out to the right. Hoisted it. It's a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Zubimendi. Timber. Saka. Oh, such a clever touch. Martinelli. Martinelli has got himself a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for the shot. Tries to get it clear. And it's Timber. Ødegaard. Rice. Zubimendi. Shapes to shoot! Adams. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a nicely shaped ball. He can get that clear. Tavernier, now here's the delivery. Calafiori clears it away. Scott, out towards the flank. Smith, bullish header! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This has become one superb game of football.
Really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Rice. Ødegaard. Gabriel. Zubimendi. Forwards and with intent. Oh, good spread. That's been slipped through. Arsenal. Martinelli! Adams. Aim forwards. And it's Smith. And here's Martinelli. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Senesi. Scott. Troffer chasing after it, and he cuts out the supply. Saliba. Rice. Saka. Played back in. A real chance! Decent enough try. Christie attempts a clearance. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lobbed in behind. Now it's Tavernier. And he's away. Nice physical challenge.
Timber, yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Adams. And it's Adley. And here's Tavernier. Truffert. Tavernier. Ødegaard. Saka. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ooh, perfectly measured that. And now the breakaway. Truffert. And here's Tavernier. And it's Truffert. Nice control. Oh, smashing header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Ødegaard. Subimendi. It's an inviting looking ball that. Calmly anticipates. Adams. Senesi, gently done. Timber cuts it out. Scott. He's cut it out. Moved on forwards. Do have a chance to counter here. Ødegaard, that's a delicate pass. Now it's Rice. So who's he picking out? Ødegaard. Saka! Petrovic trying to keep this in. It's right. Chance, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Martinelli. Played with finesse. That has been knocked clear. Takes a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Saliba, Rice, Saliba, shifted upfield. Now this could be a chance. Probing pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, that was very necessary. But there's going to be another change here.
there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Thinks one through. Calafiori makes the interception. Rice. This is it then, now or never. Lovely bit of skill. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Adley. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Christie. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's played forward. Senesi. Christie. Truffert chooses to go cross-field. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Ødegaard. Gabriel is onto it in a flash. Now that's well seen too. Senesi. And he goes cross-field.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Lewis Skelly. Truffert gets it away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Ødegaard. Lovely feet. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Martinelli, but he's gone backward here. And the ball's come loose here. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a go. Scott is there, and he can get that clear. Lewis Skelly. Saliba. And here's Martinelli. A chance to play it in. Martinelli puts them all in. Cook gets it away. Could move up a gear here. Smith. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Smith Cuts out the pass. Odegaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Big chance! Another big chance that gets away.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And the pass is intercepted. Timber. 5 minutes left on the clock. Saliba forwards and with intent. And it's Timber. Odegaard. Timber. Hit into the middle.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lewis Skelly. Oh, it's come loose. Saka. No way through, so back it comes. They need to get it in quick. Odegaard crosses.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cook. Martinelli. Saka. Saka played into space. Odegaard. Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking to go deep. That pass has been well intercepted. That's going to go a long way. Odegaard. Timber shifted upfield. And here's Saka. Cleared without complication.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
But there's going to be another change here. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a throw. Martinelli. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And now he has two. Arsenal take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Jimenez played out to the left flank. Now, where's he looking? And here's Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen! It's Smith. And here's Adley. And that has been clubbed away and reclaimed it in a trice. Moved on forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Very much into the last knockings. Oh, Red, nice interception. Senesi. And it's played forward. Jimenez. Oh, that's nice. Christie. They are right into last chance territory. And that's it. Arsenal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it.